Hey everyone. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of empowerment and sort of my journey around empowerment and how it brought me to my practice with the plants and with energy work, and how I think it's so vital to seek an empowered path and to surround yourself with all the different ways one can be inspired and empowered. Um, Before I was an herbalist and practitioner, for those of you who haven't already heard my story, the full spiel is on my website if you're interested. I'm just going to give you a blip here. But I fell ill, and I was diagnosed with a health condition that was pretty serious, and I was kind of freaked out a little bit, but there was a little voice inside me that said, you know, look for alternatives. Don't just cut off the problem. And so I sought out, first I sought out Misty Meadows, sought out Wendy Fogg, but she was booked for an herbalist perspective, and she was booked. So I was like, oh, well, I have this business card for an Ayurvedic practitioner. Ayurveda is pretty cool. I'm going to check it out. And so I went. And the first thing the Ayurvedic doctor told me was, your body has the ability to heal itself. And I'm going to give you the tools to enable that healing. And I'm going to give you that support. And I was kind of like, my mind was blown. I'm like, what? My body can do it? Because I was brought up, and I think many of us are brought up with a mindset that doctors and practitioners within the health field are supposed to do the healing. They're supposed to do it for us, right? They're supposed to give us the drug or do the surgery or whatnot to fix us. They're kind of put up on pedestals like, no, like, come help me, fix me, right? Anyways, that's been my experience. And so when this practitioner is telling me, no, you can do it, I was kind of like, what? And it was kind of scary, but also like really exciting. I was like, sweet, I'm in. What do I have to do? I wanted that responsibility. I was like, yes, if I can do it, I want to do it. And so Ayurveda is, a very expansive, really lifestyle. And so he taught me how to cook for myself, what foods were helpful, what even lifestyle changes and routines, and even prayer and mantra and like the spiritual aspect of health and wellness. And it flipped my world upside down in the best way possible. And it empowered me in such a deep way that is what kind of was the springboard into wanting to become an apprentice at Misty Meadows for my first herbal apprenticeship. And it was like the perfect starting point for me. And then from there, it was just more knowledge to empower my path further. And I think it's so important to look for empowerment around you and practitioners and support systems that empower you, that don't take your power away and say, oh, I have to do it for you, but give you the tools and give you the information to take and do with it what you will to help oneself. There's so many different health practitioners, even herbalists that can be very allopathic, where it's just like they give you an herb. Here, take this to fix that. And that can help on the short term, but to kind of teach you how to use the plant and maybe even teach you how to make the tea yourself, to do, make tinctures or the oils or the elixirs, whatever it might be, that is an empowered practitioner that wants to offer you the skill set. Look for the chiropractors that aren't just wanting to see you once a week for the rest of your life. Look for the ones who are giving you exercises and techniques to help keep your spine and your body aligned. Look for again, the wellness practitioners that aren't just sending you off with bottles of supplements and tinctures, but are also giving you the fundamentals of, dietary support, or, how to make your own medicine making, how to implement things in your life that are sustainable and will uplift you for the rest of your life, not just quick fixes, right? Empowerment is so important, and I think it's really lacking. And I think so often we are looking outside of ourselves for someone else to help. Like, no, you do it for me. You help me get out of this rut. You help me get out of this health issue or whatever it is. Like, you're the professional. You're supposed to do it for me. But I think any professional truly not only wants to help you and support you, absolutely, and maybe initially, get you to a place, but then also teach you, give you the tools, empower you to take at least even just a piece of what they've done for you and to take it with you so that you can do it for yourself. Because not only, you know, is that skill important, but it also helps to continue to propel you, to continue down this road of empowerment. And you'll always have it back, have it to have these skills to fall back upon, right? Because our life isn't always staying on track, right? And like, oh yes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do every single day. Sometimes we fall way off, and maybe for several months, maybe even a year. But if you have the tools, if you've been empowered with options that you've utilized and have served you in some way, you can come back to them. You can come back to them, be like, oh yeah, I remember so-and-so told me I can do this. And I remember doing it and I felt really good doing it. I'm going to go back to doing that again. So, I'm an herbalist and Reiki practitioner and artist, and that is what I hope my work brings you when you work with me, is not just feeling good after we talk and meet, but also gives you the tools to take with you for the rest of your life. Tools that certainly might shift and change, but they're, the fundamentals that can be shifted and evolve as you're evolving on your path. And I just wanted to kind of encourage you to look for those outlets and look for those supports around you that are doing that as well. Look for people and things that want to empower you, not sort of pull like the veil over you and make you think that they're the only ones that can do it for you, right? So that's kind of my little blurb to inspire you. And all of this is inspired, or this reason I wanted to bring it up, one of the reasons, is because I haven't officially shared with you that I am co-organizing with 7 other lovely ladies in the Seacoast area a market. And it's really more than a market. It's a full empowerment through the arts experience. So what I was just saying about seeking empowerment, I want to bring us together as a community to empower you, all the attendees, whoever comes, through all the different arts. Physical arts through makers and artists, healing arts through herbalists and acupuncturists and Jinsu Jitsu practitioners, etc., through music, the musical arts, through interactive art installations. We're going to be having workshops going on as well. And it's all going to be based on empowering our community and ourselves through the arts in all the varying ways that art can be looked at, right? There's so many different ways. And it's called Mystics, Makers, and Magic. I have a separate account on Instagram and Facebook that you can check out and follow me around. But I want to keep the empowerment going, and I'm hoping that you will join me in this intention, and also check out the Mystics, Makers, and Magic event that's coming September 7th, 2024, rain date, September 8th. And I hope this has inspired you and empowered you to maybe shift some things and look at your life in a different way to keep yourself empowered. All right, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.